I'm Dr. Don Newberry, the idle American in Fort Worth. Today, one grateful guy. The Holy Bible teaches that it's more blessed to give than receive. Many folks along the way, through various ways, have expanded boundaries of giving. Someone campaigning for increased giving to the church reminded that the Lord also accepts from a grouch. How grateful I am, as 2025 nears an end, to be the recipient of much good provided by healthcare professionals. The generous spirit of many warrants the greatest of blessings. Thanks to them, I'm still vertical and ventilating at age 88. Some already have been enumerated in past columns, but an admitted victim of terminal senility, I want to say thanks again at this Yuletide season. I'd be remiss not to begin with the cardiologist who has kept my heart ticking since my quadruple bypass surgery in 1998. Only recently did he get off my case. This spring he informed me of his upcoming retirement plans to spend most of it near Estes Park, Colorado, where his beautiful Rocky Mountain home was nearing completion. I was stunned, feeling like Bill Murray in the movie What About Bob? You remember it, the one where Bill couldn't believe his psychiatrist was going on vacation, leaving him to find his own way psychologically for a couple of weeks. So he followed the doctor and his family as they tried unsuccessfully to get away from it all, and of course get away from Bob. Anyway, as my final appointment ended, he mentioned that I was welcome to drop by if I was ever in the Rockies. I'd never been to Estes Park, but saw the exit sign as I motored toward Casper, Wyoming, a few months later. I called to see if I could take him and his wife to lunch on the way back through, but he made a better offer. He said he'd prepare lunch rather than deal with the throngs of tourists. Later, I learned that tourists had pretty much cleared out a few days earlier. Sure enough, Mrs. Willard and I watched him prepare a wonderfully semi-healthy lunch. It was served a bit late, since I was lost in the mountains before finding their home, but he was accustomed to my being late for appointments, so no surprise there. Sadly, my gullet seems to be thickening too, so Dr. Kamal Syed enters the picture for an esophageal stretching procedure that often requires repeating. He's remedied this issue 3 times now, always in an excellent manner, and now I can even spell and pronounce gastroenterologist. More recently, Dr. Ivan Verchik worked his magic to restore the lift in my upper eyelids. They now are as much like new as old body parts can be. My eyesight is fully restored thanks to this oculoplastic surgeon, and I can view upcoming days with eyes wide open through eyeglass lenses slightly rose-colored. If my lower lids give away, though, I may use them for rain gauges. My dentist, Dr. Marshall Brown, must be credited. It was once said of Fort Worth Star-Telegram columnist George Dolan by one of the world's greatest sports writers, Blackie Sherrod, that before God made George, he broke the mold. Well, I'm maybe broken from a one like George was made in. I won't go that far in describing Dr. Brown, but his mold may have had a crack in it. At first glance in his office, one might think him to be all about sports, this proud graduate of the University of Texas. He is that, what with dozens of football helmets adorning shelves, and him in bright orange scrubs. But he's much, much more, this world-class dentist with a good word and warm heart for all. Then there's Dr. Gerald L. Chase, our neighbor for a couple of years. It was his smiling face that I recognized first upon regaining consciousness in the hospital following my cardiac arrest. I remember it well, that cardiac arrest that interrupted my announcements from our church podium 50 months ago. I'm thankful for him and his charming wife, former nurse Lena, a pair whose medical expertise is remarkable and whose friendship is treasured. Oh yes, a final thank you to United Healthcare for bearing the financial brunt of my health issues. And now, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and as usual from Fort Worth. A good day.